After a thorough mapping and needs assessment, the REINSER project team was on the serious task of conducting several training modules that proved to be the best and most wanted option for the migrants to acquire skills that would help them get an employment after they leave for the EU. What was unexpected is the fact that these trainings and the demonstration of skills afterwards made such a positive impression and impact both in the reception centers Šid and Adaševci premises, but also in the local community, which has finally, at least during the implementation of the pilot action, overcome their deep-rooted fears and prejudice and started believing that migrants indeed can make a positive contribution.
My name is Ivana Vukašević-Beti and I'm the legal advisor and project coordinator in Humanitarian Center for Integration and Tolerance, NGO based in Novi Sad, founded in 1997, organization that is primarily focused on provision of legal aid to refugees, asylum seekers and migrants that are currently staying in Republic of Serbia. Within this project, our main task was to conduct mapping and needs assessment of migrants that are accommodated in reception center in Šid for the purpose of implementation of several different workshops. HCIT was in charge for full implementation of 3 different workshops in a reception center in Šid for a male and female hairdresser and for house painter. During 2 weeks of June, more than 50 migrants from different countries attended these workshops. Together, workshops lasted 7 days. One of the main findings and conclusions after we implemented these workshops were that, in general, the idea of these activities was greatly accepted by not just migrants themselves, but also representatives of local authorities, specifically Commissariat for Refugees and Migration. Also, most of the migrants showed great interest to participate in these workshops, and also entire equipment that was purchased for the purpose of implementation of these workshops stayed in the reception center in Šid. For all other beneficiaries and migrants who are yet to come to this reception center, all of them can use the equipment that was purchased for this purpose. Despite the fact that, for example, in reception center in Šid, mostly people who yet didn't apply for asylum in Serbia stay, we believed it was very important to include them into these activities because families and children who are staying in Šid, some of them more than 1 or 2 years, are coming from refugee-producing countries, and despite the fact that at the moment they didn't apply for international protection in Serbia, in several months or weeks they may decide maybe to stay in Serbia and to seek asylum, or when they reach some of the EU countries they wish to go, at one point they would need to start integration process into those countries. Families from Syria, from Iraq, from Afghanistan and Iran are currently accommodated in the reception center in Šid, and many of them have genuine asylum claims. So it is very important to start with their economic strengthening. So this is one of the best aspects of this project. And once we were invited by Regional Development Agency SREM to be part of this project, we were really happy to take part into these activities because we know how important it is to work with this population. Despite the fact that people are not applying for asylum in great numbers currently in Serbia, we do have mixed migration flow, and it means that together with migrants, currently in Serbia we have also a great number of potential asylum seekers and refugees. So, as I said, since many of them are living basically in Serbia for more than 6 months, a year or 2, it is very important to enable them to spend some quality time while they are staying here. And also, one of the main feedbacks we received from migrants was that they felt they can contribute not just to receive assistance and aid, but now they can contribute because, for example, migrants and refugees themselves painted the entire reception center in Šid. So it was a joint action where they learned one new skill, and also they contributed to the local community because they felt good about themselves, that they actually supported Commissariat for Refugees. I truly believe that such activities could be implemented in the following period as well, because from our experience, mostly young people are staying in reception center in Šid, families with lots of children, and they need some activities to basically spend days and weeks in some type of quality manner and to feel good about themselves. In April this year, HCIT, together with interpreters for Farsi and Arabic, in joint cooperation with local Commissariat for Refugees and Migration, held 2 different focus groups with migrants that were accommodated at the time in reception center in Šid. The purpose of this workshop and focus groups was to gather information, what was their previous education, working experience, their desires and needs for further economic strengthening, and the possibility to seek employment in Serbia or in other countries in Europe. Migrants themselves stated that they would like to have workshops for male and female hairdresser and house painter, and basically jointly with them and representatives of Commissariat, we decided which 3 workshops will be implemented in June 2022.